Good morning, everybody. Captain Bartlett here, up in the wheelhouse. It's about 5:30 a.m. I've been on watch about 15 minutes. I had to do some paperwork and do a walk through my engine room and stuff, just make sure everything was okie dokie. Just noticed the dawn fixing to break, and we're tied off here just above Lockport Lock, letting my guys get some well-deserved rest. They made 3 locks in 12 hours yesterday. They're pretty well shagged. So once daylight comes upon us and we're all a little better rested, we're going to take off, go up about 10 miles, and get these barges tied off so they can be inspected, and we'll have you along for some of that, let you see the confines in which I work. We'll see you guys here in a little bit. Afternoon, everybody. Another installment of our trip north here. I apologize that I didn't finish anything this morning from sunrise. Things got a little complicated, office calls and just different minutia like that. We are up here above the Lamont Railroad Bridge, mile 301, Illinois River, and that over there is the left descending part of the canal we lovingly call the ditch, and I am on the right. We're checking our barges out here. We got rid of one. It needed some repair loving. Spin around, and that right there, that bridge structure, is the Lamont Railroad Bridge in the foreground, and behind it you can see the cars. That is the Lamont Highway Bridge. It's kind of what separates the men from the boys up here. Excuse me. One second. Sorry about that, guys. I had something in my throat catch, and wow. Excuse me. Woof. Anyway, that's Lamont Railroad, Lamont Highway bridges, and to be able to go under that, that's about 19 feet high. You have to be able to duck your boat, which this boat does do. I think I've shown that before, maybe not. Anyway, we get underway here in a little bit. I'll try to show you some footage of the way up. So, okay, everybody, we are underway. We are blasting off here. Well, blasting off might be kind of the wrong word. Getting a go on her. Coming up here, the facility's called K Steel. It's a liquid facility, and I'm not sure if you can see that barge there on my right exactly just yet. There we go. It's right in there. Getting a point on her now, so we'll kind of get up out of the way here and get going on our evening. We'll be going up the Calsag Channel. Runs about 30 miles. Just over 30 miles all said and done, and involves the Calsag Channel, the Little Calumet, and the Calumet Rivers. And for those of you that don't know, the Blues Brothers jumped the 95th Street Bridge in the Calumet River. For those of you that have seen the movie, there in the first 10 minutes where they jumped that lift bridge, that was 95th Street in South Chicago. So that's the Calumet River they jumped over. So I don't know how interesting that is to anyone, but it is kind of a little nugget, little factoid if you didn't know. So pardon me for not talking. I'm just matching my throttles up here, just making sure I'm turning about the same. There we go. Okay, I think we're on the move. I apologize for earlier. I was showing you that Lamont Bridge, and man, all of a sudden I had something in my mouth apparently that decided to go right in the wrong pipe, and I had to sit there for 5 minutes and do a little clearing of my own airway. It was a little annoying. So anyway, but For those of you locally interested, I believe we're going to have a camp out on the weekend of the 7th, 8th, and 9th of September at the Professor's Place. Myself, Bush Bowman 29, 70 the Professor, and Mills from BCUSA. And I don't know how that's all going to flesh out exactly. I just got asked today, and I'm like, sure, I'd love to come. They wanted to work around my schedule. I said, sure, that'd be great. So, let me call traffic here, everybody. 3664. The Miss Alley is northbound here, K Steel. Northbound K Steel, 54 wide, Miss Alley. So, still clearing my throat from where I had that crumb or whatever go down the wrong pipe. Holy cow. Well, I hope this finds everybody well. I hope everything's going well in your world. And I haven't said it in the videos lately. I'm going to say it right here. I appreciate you guys subscribing. I sure do. I am still getting subscriptions trickling in, even though my production level has gone way down. I did finish 3 videos. This is footage for the 4th on towboating. Not that I claim to be an expert in any respect, but you know, it ought to be interesting for you guys. I hope you find it interesting. I've had people that know me ask, you know, hey, what about this? What about that? What's it like driving a towboat? Blah blah blah. And so, you know, I hope this is. I hope it's useful. I sure do. If you guys have any questions about anything, or an intelligent question about what I do for a living, feel free to make a comment or give me a holler or just whatever tricks your trigger. I'll see if I can't answer it for you. If I could shoot a video of it, you know, that's completely agreeable. You may have to wait a month to get it. There are some things I won't film due to security and Coast Guard regulations and stuff like that. It's just not in my best interest as a captain here. They could consider that like a trade secret or something. So I'm not going to, film transponder numbers or any crazy stuff like that. I mean, you can find that on the internet easy enough. But, anything else I'm pretty game for. So, anyway, I'll get back with you guys here in a minute. I'll show you when we go up the sag. We'll be lining up on a couple bridges and show you how that goes. I'll talk to you here in just a bit. Okay, everybody, here we are, fixing to make our turn up the sag and setting up for bridges here. A lot of bridges up here above up the main canal and up the sag. Generally speaking, about 24 foot and a little change to clear them. So once we get close to the first bridge, we'll set the wheelhouse at the proper height, and we'll go from there. Let me call traffic real quick. Miss Alley's northbound IMTT be turning up the sag very shortly. Miss Alley, 54 wide. We'll be making a slight right-hand bend. It's kind of a wide junction. Main canal runs forward as you're looking right now, and hopefully you'll see the junction coming. Yeah, I know. This isn't a wonderful camera. See what we can do about it. But yeah, we'll get turning up here just about 1,000 foot. Get these barges dropped off. We're in a light boat, which means no barges in front of you. Light boat all the way back down. Grab one more barge, run it all the way back up, and drop it off, and they're going to load. Get ready to make our turn. So let's go with Mission Impossible. Going from a 160-foot wide area to about a 900-foot wide or 1,000-foot wide opening. Then going back down to a 160-foot wide canal. Kind of interesting way to do things. There we go. We are turning up into the sag now. That's an arch, pipeline arch you're looking at the top of the frame. It is evening time here, twilight. About 25 after 7 in the evening. I've got a week left on the boat. By the time you guys see this, I'll be off the boat. Hopefully have this edited and ready to upload. Like I said, I got the other 3 videos uploaded. I broke my own rule. One of them 17 minutes long, but oh well. It's kind of neat to see. Make an interesting turn with a load, or series of turns, kind of a big horseshoe. I described that ad nauseum in the video, so I'll not belabor the point here. GMNO railroad bridge is coming just into view there. Well, for me it is. You guys may not be able to see it. It's kind of a rust color, and in this twilight, all the green, it's kind of hidden. So you'll see here in a little bit as we get cranked around the rest of the way. It'll be well within sight. Yeah, you can start seeing it. It's about the middle of the frame, just off. The right center on my toe. Yeah, there she is. There she is.
Windy steady to the Melinda Brent. Go ahead, Jeff. Yes, sir. What channel you got handy? 76, okay.
Okay, there are actually 2 bridges, guys. The first one you're looking at is GMNO, and then the bridge that's just upriver over behind it is the Sag Highway Bridge. And up here on this upper end of the Illinois, what we call the ditch, here going up the Sag, you have what you call set and forget. Once you set your wheelhouse to clear GMNO, you'll clear every other bridge on the Sag, which is a handy feature. At least you only have to set it once. Sometimes it don't look like you're going to clear, but you do clear, so. We'll see how this all goes here. I'm a little higher than I want to be. Well, don't I wish. Anyway, but as soon as I get close, I'll start dropping my wheel. Actually, I'm just going to start dropping it now. Yeah, kind of down in the neighborhood. That's that. I don't know if you can see it or not. That lowering is my wheelhouse coming down. First stop, so that'll be about right. Maybe a little further. my other video, I show you that big horseshoe turn. This first, 15 miles of the sag is, relatively speaking, a straight shot. It's just lots of, not a lot. You go kind of on the, you skirt some suburbs and, Palos Heights and Blue Island, and when you get to Blue Island, it looks like something, then it kind of looks like you're going through a city. But, you know, now if you're wondering, I'm going to South Chicago. The Sears Tower and all that will be about not that far, 10 miles up the lake, something like that, 10 or 15 miles. You can see it in the distance, but you won't actually make it there. Well, you could if you had a vessel capable of crossing Lake Michigan, which this boat will not without special outfitting, watertight doors, etc., etc. So, for those of you interested, presently my speed is 5.2 miles an hour, which is, well, pretty stout up here. That's moving along at a fair clip. You might ask yourself, well, you know, Bart, what's normal? Normal-ish is 3.5. Up here, since there's no fleets or something like that, we can have her up, 5-ish. If it's a little windy, I'll throw some more coal to her and get her moving a little faster. But, not a whole lot more. There's a couple spots where you need to, you just can't be ripping and tearing through. You can screw something up. Make sure the mast is down all the way. We don't want that to go boom. Drop this wheelhouse just a skosh more. I think we're about set. Had this wheelhouse up for 4 days, just way up to the moon, so I could see the corners on 900 foot. Now this is a little alien to me, having to be down to, 20-foot eye level. Not that I don't trust myself, just, and you can be seeing the green lights of the bridge. That denotes the middle of the safe span. Well, these bridges only have one span, so there we go. Now a little more. We're going to make it. There we are. Yeah, okay, there we are. There we are. We might lift up just a inch, but not much more. Maybe just six. There we go. Oh, quick. Alright, guys. Glad you could ride through with me on this. We'll get back with you in a little bit. Stand by.